Have you ever wondered if you're really a diabetic or just a customer? That's exactly what crossed my mind in that revealing moment. I realized I had become an unwilling subscriber to a system I never chose. Test strip script medications, diabetic-friendly foods that cost twice as much but make little difference. Every meal had become a battle. Every craving an enemy. Every pill a reminder of limitations. The rules were always the same. Don't eat this. Don't touch that. Count every carb. Fear every bite. But this morning I had pancake drenched in maple syrup. Fluffy, golden, perfect. Then I pricked my finger and tested my glucose. 98 milligrams. DL. Perfectly normal. It wasn't luck. It wasn't a cheat day. This is my life now. Not a life governed by food restrictions, guilt, or fear, but by freedom. If you're reading this, I want you to know that kind of freedom is possible. Not years from now. Not just in theory, here now. The real question isn't, can you eat pancakes again? It's, what if type 2 diabetes isn't about what you're eating, but about something your body can't do anymore because of something nobody ever told you about? It all started when I ran into Alice, a former co-worker. She looked different, lighter, brighter, and then I saw her eating birthday cake. Not a sugar-free version with questionable taste, but real cake with frosting dripping down. Alice still had type 2 diabetes, but she was living a completely different life. In that moment, something opened up in me. I had to know what had changed for her. Alice introduced me to Dr. Hart, a researcher who had discovered something that would completely change my understanding of type 2 diabetes. He didn't offer empty promises or life hacks. What he shared was solid proof that managing type 2 diabetes didn't have to mean a lifetime of restrictions, needles, and fear. Dr. Hart had spent years studying what others overlooked. He believed the body didn't need force, but understanding. And that true change happens when you support the root of the problem, not suppress the symptoms. That is, when I discovered a natural formula developed based on a simple but often ignored idea. If you stabilize blood sugar at the source, your glucose metabolism, everything else follows naturally. This revolutionary solution contains carefully selected natural ingredients, including berberine, powerful blood sugar regulator Gymnema sylvestre, known as the sugar destroyer, bitter melon, natural glucose stabilizer, turmeric, inflammation fighter, banaba glucose stabilizer, Google, metabolic detoxifier. The first day was ordinary. No fireworks. No sudden surge of energy. Just me, going about my routine, half expecting nothing. But then came the second. I woke up with a clarity I hadn't felt in years. Not manic or jittery, just clear. The kind of focus I thought type 2 diabetes had stolen for good. And for the first time in months, I didn't need to lie down after breakfast. No crash, no slump. I felt steady. even energized, like my body was finally on my side again. By day 5, I started noticing more changes. My sugar cravings had softened, my blood sugar levels calmer, less erratic. What really struck me wasn't just how effective it was. It was how simple it felt. Like flipping a switch my body had forgotten about. I didn't feel like a type 2 diabetic controlling their disease. I felt like a person again, living, moving, eating, thinking, without the constant buzz of fear in the background. I discovered I wasn't the first to experience this transformation. Dr. Hart had been quietly working with people like me for years. People who had tried everything, bio, and still felt like their bodies were working against them. Real people, real numbers, real lives quietly transformed by the same approach. If you've made it this far, still reading, maybe it's your turn to experience this freedom to imagine waking up, feeling clear and steady, like your body is finally on your side. Imagine eating without obsessing over every bite. Imagine enjoying dessert without fear or regret. Type 2 diabetes doesn't have to define your life. You don't have to live in constant fear with extreme food restrictions or feeling like your body is your enemy. There's a different way, an approach that works with your body, not against it. A solution that addresses the cause, not just the symptoms. Your journey to freedom can start today. You deserve to live fully without unnecessary limitations. We've left a link in the description with more information.